Vikings, Patriots. Time to break it down piece by piece, starting with the New England Patriots. Let's talk about Mac Jones. Last year, he threw for 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. This year, Jones got injured, missed a couple weeks, and did miss a game due to being benched for Bailey Zappi, but still is on pace to match his interceptions from 2021, but not his touchdowns. He's not even on pace to reach 10 touchdowns, more like 7 or 8. Jones has faced some regression so far from his rookie year, and if New England wants a shot at beating Minnesota, they need Jones to step up. He cannot throw more interceptions than touchdowns to win this game, nor can he have a lousy day. But in spite of Mac Jones not playing at the greatest level, they still have been winning and are on a 3-game winning streak. And this is largely because of this man right here, Ramondre Stevenson. He has been playing fantastic football this year, and he already has more yards, attempts, over twice the receiving yards, and almost 3 times the receptions that he did the entirety of last year. Stevenson is the reason why the Patriots have been winning games, and if they want to win this one, he is going to have to play a big role. If New England wins this game, don't be surprised if Stevenson has over 200 yards and multiple touchdowns. Last week against New York, the only reason why the Patriots won was because of the punt return for a touchdown by Marcus Jones. He has not had much action for New England this year, but he will have to play a role at cornerback, defending Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. Speaking of defending, it's time we talk about the elephant in the room, had the Patriots defense. How will they stand up against the fiery Minnesota offense? New England's defense has only allowed 16.9 points per game and are ranked as the second best in football. But will that be enough to stop the Vikings and Justin Jefferson? Even allowing 17 points, will that be enough to win the game? The defense will play a big role in this game, but the offense will have to come up big in order to keep this 3-game winning streak alive. The defense may seem like that it is their only hope, but the offense is going to have to do some work if they want to win this football game. And speaking of the Vikings' powerful offense, it's time we talk about them and their team captain, Kirk Cousins. Last week against Dallas, Cousins threw for 105 yards, 0 touchdowns for a 64.6 rating. However, against Buffalo, he threw for 357 yards, a touchdown, but 2 interceptions, which brought his rating down to 71.8 in their overtime win. Cousins will need to play like he did in Buffalo if he wants to beat the number 2 defense in the league. Last week he played Dallas, which is the number 1 defense in the NFL, and both of Dallas's defense and New England's are very similar. If he plays like he did against Dallas with his 105 passing yards, he will need to step up because the Patriots will win this football game. They will see a similar score if Kirk Cousins does not start to play better, but the real star on this Vikings team is Justin Jefferson. Against Buffalo, he had 10 receptions for 193 yards and a touchdown. However, against Dallas, he only had 3 receptions for 33 yards and no scores. Justin Jefferson is an MVP candidate in my book, and he is the best receiver in football, but he's going to have to play like it if they want to win this ball game. It's the same thing with Kirk Cousins. If they want to win, he has to be playing at his best. Justin Jefferson can make some amazing catches and has all year in the most clutch moments, but if he performs like he did last week against Dallas with 33 yards, it'll not be a pretty sight for him and his team. Another staple of the Vikings offense is Dalvin Cook, also known as the Vikings rushing attack. Against the Buffalo Bills, Cook put up an impressive 119 yards on 14 carries and a touchdown. However, against Dallas, he had 3 less carries, 47 less yards, and 0 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook is one of the best in the league, but the Patriots' run defense is no joke. They need to use him in play-action scenarios where he can break out for screens or defend Kirk Cousins. The Vikings will not be showing a lot of 2 running back looks, so it's time to bench Alexander Madison in fantasy. Sorry, Boise State fans. Cook will not be getting 100-plus yards and multiple touchdowns to win this game, but he can't be a non-factor. This is going to be a different role for Dalvin Cook this week than he's used to, being the Pro Bowl running back that he is, and we will see how he copes with it come game day. But finally for Minnesota, we have Patrick Peterson. He intercepted Josh Allen 2 times in the game against Buffalo, one of them being the game-winning pickoff. But Peterson had 0 against the Dallas offense last week. But I think the Vikings fans can be optimistic about Peterson this week. He's going up against a struggling offense led by Mac Jones, a struggling quarterback who is recently having issues with throwing the ball to the right team. The Vikings defense needs to take advantage of the struggling Patriots offense if they are going to win this football game, which right now doesn't seem to be too tall of a task. With all of this taken into account, comment below your pick for the game. Here is ours. Don't forget, we are making game reviews for all the Thanksgiving games and even some of the games on Sunday. The Thanksgiving game we are not making a preview for is Bills-Lions, but the scores for that can be found in the Cowboys-Giants preview. If it is not up yet, the link will be in the description when it is.